Hi everybody, how you doing? Happy Friday, happy Pharmacy Frenzy Friday. How are you all doing? I have been outside since early this morning. Yes, the sun comes up about 6:08 here. Anyway, I needed to get out, get the log oiling done. For those that don't know, when we had the house resited in '07, it was new wood, and you put a sealer on it so that it's protected from the elements. This sealer is to protect it from the sun, wind, water. It actually makes it waterproof. Water beads off of it. And to keep the wood protected, you do it every 2 years. So since '07, when we put the first coat on, and actually we put 2 coats on at that point because it was new wood. We have put it on every year since. No, every 2 years since. Odd numbered years. So this is 2025. We waited. We have found in our progression of doing this, because we had the siding done in, it was finished in September of 2007. We always do it in September, but we found September's warm. And when it's warm, the fumes are more. It dries a little faster, but the fumes are not pleasant. And to live in the house with the fumes is almost untenable. So we found that cooler weather, it dries almost as fast, and we don't have the fumes to sleep in, because we don't have to drive all the way back down to the beach every day we're doing this. So it's easier for us to do that. We also have gotten to the point where we need some help because we're not getting any younger. We can do the lower half. We can't do the upper half. Mike's falling off the ladder kind of proved that we probably shouldn't be up on ladders. Now, in that case, it was uneven ground. And there is some uneven ground around the house, so we have some erosion from the torrential rains. So safer to have us just on the ground and ask people to come up and help us with the upper, where we can't reach kind of thing. Anyway, it's a log cabin design, quarter round, and we were able to actually start yesterday and get it done fairly fast in the shade. The one thing with the sealer is you can't put it on hot wood, it burns. And so you need to put it on the cool wood. That's why I was out there this morning we actually got yesterday when we started, he started at the side of the garage, which didn't have the sun on it. The back of the house is in the shade, and then up and around the sun had moved. And so the other side of the house on the east side was able to get done. We have a covered porch, so we were able to do half of the covered porch. So that was great. So we just needed to do the other half of the covered porch in front of the mudroom and then do the front of the garage. But unfortunately, by the time I got my portion done, the garage was in the sun. So that was a stop, full stop. Hi, Dee Dee, how you doing? I'm not feeling so beautiful today, but hey, I got out and I got this work done. When we got finished, I said, let's go to the grocery store. I'm making chili today. Took the hamburger out last night to thaw. Went to the cupboard this morning. What do you need for chili? I needed kidney beans. I had no kidney beans. How? Well, anyway, I thought I bought 4 cans. Actually, when we got back from the store and I was putting the stuff in the pantry, guess what was in the back of the shelf? 2 cans of kidney beans. But we needed some other things by the store too. And they had $5 Fridays at Vaughn's, so I was able to pick up 2 pounds of green grapes. Tastes pretty good. And I'm very happy to have those, so that was good. Anyway, so the siding is done for today, full stop because of the sunshine. And then tomorrow morning about 7 o'clock, I will get out there, finish the front of the garage, and we will be done with our portion. We are hoping that our son-in-law will come up and able to do more on Saturday. If not, we will call our grandson. It's quite a trek for him, but we're hoping, he's 6'4", 6'5", something. We're hoping that he can get some more done. But hey, if we can't get any help, not a big deal. We'll attack this next year. This. So I'm at the store. I have a friend of mine, lives just a couple blocks down, and she says, "Hi, Donna, how you doing?" I go, "Oh, Shirley, how you doing?" She says, "So I'm getting ready for the storm. How about you?" I go, "What storm?" I haven't been paying attention to the weather, except that it's cool in the morning and I can get this log oil done. Well, she said there's a big storm coming in like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Really? I haven't looked at the weather. She says, yeah, it's really more Wednesday night, Thursday, Friday. So even if the grandson came up, because I can't do it on the weekend, he can only do it on the weekday, he'd come up on Tuesday, but then, so I can't ask him to come up because then he's going to be stranded. He lives in Henderson, Nevada, so it's like, well, we're going to have to rethink this plan, aren't we? Best laid plans, they always say that. Anyway, it's Pharmacy Frenzy Friday, and here I am running my mouth. I want to tell you about something. Have you noticed that the time change has changed? Yes, but something else has changed. Now, I know it's happened down below because we were down there for a couple of days, but it's happened up here in the mountains. It's dry. We had a beautiful about 3 weeks worth of fall colors. Gorgeous. I mean, God's creation. Just makes you take a breath. But now everything's withering and dying. Well, the problem is everything's turning cold. Turning cold, dry, frigid air. What does that do? I got a little chap spot right here. And my normal skincare, which, I swear by. I mean, I've showed you the jar. I'm now into my third jar, or I was into my third jar of the hydrating cream. Worked awesome. But with drier weather, you need to change. You need to change how your skin, not how your skin is absorbing, but what it's absorbing. And when it doesn't absorb enough, you're going to have a dry patch. And goodness sakes, it happened pretty fast. So now, instead of that, I am using our Absolute Elixir. It isn't dry oil. So when I put it in the palm of my hand, I rub it around in my hand, and I'm able to put it all over my face. And I wait about 5 or 6 minutes. And then, and this is the piece de resistance that I didn't have previous. It's the Calendula face cream. This stuff is great. It's absolutely great. I put it on. It rubs in. I have had the chapness is going away. I can feel it. And I am very happy. Also, it smells so good. Goodness sakes. Anyway, that's what I've been using for the past, let's see here. I started it on Sunday morning. So I've been using it Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah, Friday. So 6 days. I'm already seeing results. Makes a huge difference. Is this something I would use in the summertime? No, my face doesn't need that much moisture. But right now, it certainly does. So I highly recommend that you start adding something to your hydration for your skincare, because that way you will eliminate the chapness, the dryness, the puckering that you will feel with your skin just getting, sucked out, moisture out of your skin. My skin is nice and soft, feels supple. It's very nice. I'm very happy with it. Anyway, that's my, that's my revelation for how I have altered, tweaked. The nice part about Farmasi is you can pair one thing and another thing. They don't necessarily are regimented to, you can only use this with this. You can customize your skincare for what you need, not what's just sold in a series. So my advice to you is take a survey of how things are working for you. And if you need extra, I've got a skincare quiz that you can take, and at least we can put you on the right path, or you can at least have the knowledge and then be able to pull the trigger on what you need at some point, sooner rather than later, I would say. Anyway, take care. Have a wonderful weekend, and the storm is coming, and I will talk to you next Friday. Bye-bye.